Have you ever wished for a simple, undeniable experiment to prove to yourself that your imagination is the one and only creative power? I have given such an experiment to my students for years. A strange, almost playful exercise, so powerful that it can compel your subconscious mind to create an event in your reality, an event your conscious, rational mind may insist it does not want. I call it the ladder experiment. It is not about affirmations. It is not about thinking positive. It is a profound psychological test designed to give you absolute personal proof of this law, often in the most startling and humorous of ways. And today, we will not only explore this foundational experiment, but we will then adapt its powerful principle and apply it to one of the most common desires of man, the manifestation of unexpected money. So listen closely, for the secret to unlocking a flow of abundance might just be as simple as feeling yourself climbing a ladder. The experiment itself is deceptively simple, and that is where its power lies. I would give my students two seemingly contradictory instructions. First, I would tell them, every night for the next 3 nights, as you are drifting off to sleep, I want you to imagine one simple thing. In your imagination, feel yourself climbing a ladder. Do not just see it, feel it. Feel the wooden rungs in your hands. Feel the muscles in your arms and legs moving. Ascend the ladder, then descend. Loop this simple physical action over and over until it takes on the tones of reality, until you fall asleep in the very act of climbing. That was the first instruction, performed only in imagination. Then I would give them the second instruction, to be performed in the outer physical world. I would say, take several pieces of paper and write upon them in bold letters this simple phrase, I will not climb a ladder. Place these signs all over your home, where you will see them constantly, on your bathroom mirror, on your refrigerator, by your bed. Let your conscious, rational mind be bombarded all day long with the command that you will not climb a ladder. Do you see the beautiful conflict we have created? We have the conscious mind, the intellect being told one thing, I will not, but we have the subconscious mind, the creative power, being impregnated with the feeling of an action already taking place, the act of climbing. The purpose of this experiment is to prove which of these two is master. Is it your conscious intention and willpower, or is it your sustained feeling-toned imaginal act? And what were the results? Inevitably, within days, my students would report back, often in a state of shock and amusement. One would say, Neville, it was the strangest thing. I had to help my neighbor get a cat out of a tree, and he handed me a ladder. Another would report, I was at a bookstore, and the book I wanted was on the top shelf. The clerk rolled over a small library ladder and said, here, use this. Every single one of them, despite their conscious intention not to climb, found themselves in a perfectly natural, unforeseen circumstance where they were compelled to climb a ladder. This is the proof. Your subconscious mind is not impressed by your logical declarations. It is impressed by the feeling of an action, the reality of an experience, created and sustained within your own wonderful human imagination. Now, let us look deeper, for this experiment is not truly about ladders. The ladder is merely a symbol. This experiment is designed to reveal a fundamental law of consciousness. Why did all those students climb a ladder, despite their conscious decision to the contrary? The answer lies in understanding the nature of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is the builder. It is the womb of creation, but it is entirely impersonal, and it operates not on logic, but on feeling and assumption. The conscious mind, the part of you that wrote, I will not climb a ladder, is the gatekeeper. It is the logical, analytical, reasoning mind. It lives in a world of facts and evidence. It is powerful in the world of Caesar, but it is not the creative power itself. The imaginal act of climbing the ladder, performed in the state akin to sleep, bypassed this gatekeeper. In that drowsy, receptive state, you are speaking directly to the subconscious. And what language did you use? You did not use words of negation. You did not use willpower. You gave it a vivid sensory experience. You gave it the feeling of an action already taking place. For the subconscious, an imaginal act felt with conviction is no different from a physical act. It accepts the feeling as a fact. So while your conscious mind was busy affirming no, your subconscious mind had already accepted the blueprint of climbing. And because your subconscious controls your intuitive urges, your impulses, and the natural unfolding of events in your life, it began to move you through time and space, constructing a perfectly logical bridge of incidents to lead you to the one experience that would fulfill its instructions, a ladder that needed climbing. This is the great secret. You do not need to convince yourself to believe something. You do not need to fight your own rational doubt. You simply need to give your subconscious mind a clear, feeling-toned, imaginal act, and it will do the rest of the work for you. It will move heaven and earth to make your inner world a reality. The ladder was the proof. Now, let us use this profound principle for profit. So, how do we apply this ladder trick to manifest not a simple physical action, but the flow of unexpected money and abundance into our lives? We will follow the exact same principle. We will bypass the conscious mind's arguments about how the money can come, and instead, we will give the subconscious a simple, sensory-rich scene that implies the money has already arrived. I repeat, do not try to imagine the end result itself in the abstract, like a mountain of cash or a title on a door. This is too static, too grand, and your rational mind will reject it. The secret is in the simplicity. You must imagine a simple, personal, human action that implies the end result is already an accomplished fact. Tonight, and for the next 7 nights, I want you to perform a new experiment. Choose one of the following imaginal acts, whichever one resonates most deeply with you. The first option is the official notification. In your imagination, as you drift into sleep, you are holding a single crisp piece of paper. It is not just any letter. It feels official, important. It could be from a bank, a law firm, or a government agency. Your eyes are not drawn to the details, but to one bold line at the bottom, a line that confirms a sum of money has been paid to you, a sum so significant it makes your heart leap with joy. Do not just see the numbers. Feel what they represent. It is the feeling of a slate wiped clean. It is the feeling of absolute freedom. It is the silent, breathtaking realization that it is done. It's finally over. You fold the paper slowly, a quiet, profound sense of peace washing over you. This feeling of finality and relief, that is your scene. Loop this feeling until you are asleep. The second option is the reverberating yes. This is for any desire that depends on the approval or agreement of another. A job, a contract, a proposal, a sale. In your imagination, you are not replaying the entire conversation. You are focused on a single moment, the moment just after they have given you their answer. You hear their voice, clear as day, saying the one word you long to hear, yes. Or perhaps, of course, we'd be honored to have you, or the deal is yours. Do not let the imaginal scene continue. Just allow that single word or phrase to reverberate in the silence of your mind. Yes, yes, yes. Feel the wave of warmth, validation, and victory that washes over you. It is not excitement. It is a deep, satisfying click as a piece of your life falls perfectly into place. The sound of that yes and the feeling of the door to your future swinging wide open, that is your lullaby. The third option is the confirmed victory. This is for those who enjoy the idea of a sudden joyous windfall, like a lottery or a contest. But you will not imagine the drawing of numbers. That implies uncertainty. Instead, you will go to the end. In your imagination, you are holding a newspaper or looking at an official notice. Your eyes scan the list, and then you see it. Your name, your number, it is confirmed. It is real. Do not focus on the grand prize. Focus on the single electric moment of confirmation. Feel the sudden jolt in your stomach, the gasp of air, the moment of stunned silence before the overwhelming joy rushes in. Feel your hand tremble slightly as you read your name again and again. That one single explosive moment of "it's real, I've actually won." That is your scene. Live in that moment of confirmed victory and fall asleep in that dizzying, joyous shock. Choose your ladder. Whether it is the feel of an official notice, the sound of a triumphant yes, or the shock of a confirmed win, commit to it. Do not analyze it. Do not question where the money will come from. Your only task is to perform this simple imaginal act faithfully every night and allow the master builder within you to construct the bridge of incidents that will lead to its fulfillment. And so, the secret is revealed. The ladder experiment was never about climbing. It was about proving to you that a sustained imaginal act is a creative act. It is a command that your subconscious mind is compelled to obey. You do not need more belief. You do not need more willpower. You need only to choose a simple sensory scene that implies your desire is fulfilled, and to occupy that scene in your imagination until it feels real. That is the trick. That is the entire law in practice. Now, I leave you with a challenge, a 7-day experiment in conscious creation. Choose your ladder for unexpected money tonight. Commit to it. For 7 consecutive nights, live in that imaginal act as you fall asleep. During the day, do not look for it. Do not be anxious. Simply carry a quiet inner expectancy. And I invite you, I challenge you to return to this very space and share your results. Let us make this place a living testament to this powerful practical law. What you have learned today is more than just a technique for manifesting money. It is a key that unlocks the door to a new way of living, a life where you are no longer a creature of circumstance, but the conscious, deliberate creator of your own magnificent reality. The ladder is before you. Will you climb? Now, let us go into the silence.